Welcome back to another episode of Let's Chat Podcast, y'all. I am your host, JoJo.
And I'm Tyra.
Ooh.
What's popping?
Is it weird that every time I say ooh now, I think of Travis and Steph?
Why?
Because I think about the time when he opened for us.
Oh.
And like his ooh was so smooth. So like when I say it in my head, I do it in my Travis voice.
Oh,
Because
okay.
his shit's like all deep and like sexy. Shout out to my man Travis. Anyway, so Father's Day has passed. Honestly, we are rolling through June. Like, wow. We're
That's
pretty
it?
much in July. Like, that's it. It's
Yeah,
over.
we're done.
I don't know if it's because we've been so busy each week that approaches, or if this is just it.
Well, summer has started now.
I'm about to say, according to Google,
Yeah.
as you said last episode, summer has started.
Mhm.
But when I'm counting down, we getting into July. Summer about to be done.
Stop it.
Kids go back to school in like August. No,
Stop
September
it.
out here.
Yeah.
Whatever. Can't keep up.
Yeah.
I feel bad because I guess it's all the same thing. But right, isn't that like in other places kids go back in August?
Yeah.
But they get done sooner, no?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Like in Puerto Rico.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Isn't it like there in Florida or something?
I think so too, yeah.
Mm.
But yeah, summer is here. And people be acting up during the summer. What is it?
Yo.
They like, oh my God, it's hot. Like, I gotta be outside. We outside. We outside.
No,
We
for
outside. Everybody's
real.
outside. Like, we're going to the beach. We're going to the rooftop. We're going here. We're going there. People be gassing shit.
Fact or cap? Do you feel like when the summer rolls around, people start like falling out of their relationship low key?
All
Or
the
like
time.
start falling back off the people they talking
All the
to?
time.
Yo, I don't know what's in the air when the
Uh-huh.
weather starts getting nice, but people just start dropping their partners like flies.
Yeah. And it's tragic.
Have you ever done that?
No, I don't
No.
think so, no.
You never was just like, it's just that time of the season. Like, let me pop out, find me a new shorty.
Mm-mm. I just feel like, okay, I don't know if it's like in other states it's like this, but like I feel like in Jersey and New York, it's like we are so like, we're like in hibernation mode basically all year because it's so cold.
Valid.
And yes, we go out, but it's different in the summertime where you could actually be outside and like the air doesn't hurt your face. You know, like you could take a walk, like you could go to the pier. Like it's like summertime is just a vibe. And then in the winter, it's just so cold to do anything. Like you don't want to do anything. You don't want to go out. And like the clubs aren't that packed. But I feel like in the summertime, it's like when everyone is like out, things are packed.
So when the seasons change, you don't feel like you need to be snuggled up and settled down in the winter, and then just
I mean,
living your best life
I
in the
do,
summer.
but I feel like at the same time, it's nice to have a partner in the summer too that you could do things with.
That's facts.
You know, like someone who you can see the fireworks with, go to the beach with,
That's
see the
facts.
sunsets. You know, it's not all about clubbing all the time.
That's true. I
And
always
most
used to
of
think
most of
that.
the time, people you meet at clubs is always like a hookup, and then that's it,
It's done up.
and then you're done.
It's usually not that much different from what you were already dealing with.
Pretty much.
I can honestly say I've been guilty enough that when the summer rolled around, I wanted to be young, wild, and free. I didn't want to drag along no attachments. I wanted to find new ones to attach to.
Oh, okay.
You know, that's the good old young days though. I
Mhm.
feel like everybody kind of did that. And it was fun. Only
Mhm.
because it's like those short term like
Yeah.
relations that you get into is just like it's usually just fun.
Yeah.
So
I think the downside of the summer that I would talk about this with my friends is like something about the summer, like someone would always do something reckless to the point, like from where we're from, and people would pass away,
Mhm.
and I don't know, like it was like every summer we would hear somebody that like we went to school with, or like something that it's like, oh, they passed away. There was a shooting or like suicide or like I don't know. So it's like summer would kind of scare me. And maybe that's just like a trauma thing, but it's like summertime is a good time, but I feel like it's also could be a dangerous time.
Yeah. I think that's because
I don't know if it's like where I'm from or it's just like I don't
No,
know.
because I feel like I've experienced that as well.
Hmm.
And I think that's because at least when you're like in high school or when you have like that things that occupy your time,
Hmm.
and I'm gonna use high school for example. You're in
Hmm.
school for however many
That's
days
true.
throughout the year, so you're occupied with school, and you have your certain friend groups within.
Hmm.
Some people just don't have much to go home to. So I
Hmm.
think in the summer when you don't have those things occupying your time,
Hmm.
you're alone at
Yeah.
home with whatever environment you're in or
Right.
support system you have or don't have. So I think like that's where people hit their, loneliest points.
Yeah.
So it's
But
not all
also,
fun for everybody.
like we didn't have babysitters growing up.
That's facts.
So it's like summer was really the time for you to do whatever you wanted because your mom wasn't home. Like for me,
No, we different.
oh, okay.
We
Well, for
different.
me, I lived with my cousins at a certain point too. Like they lived in the apartment upstairs. And our parents used to be working like all day. We would just be out in the streets. Not too far though. Like it was like in the block. Like we would
Yeah.
just like be in each other's houses, play outside. Like it was like we were by ourselves and we were young. Like high school is pretty young and middle school is young.
Yeah.
And all my cousins and stuff were older than me. So I feel like I was just like getting into some crazy stuff.
When we moved, I didn't have friends.
Oh,
Like when
really?
we moved back when I was
In the
in like the
neighborhood, no
fifth grade,
friends?
I moved into the neighborhood, and believe it or not, there were kids around,
Mm-hmm.
but majority of them were boys.
Mm-hmm.
So I already live with three boys, and now I come to a neighborhood where there's no girls,
Mm-hmm.
and it's like my brother has all these friends, my younger brother, he has all these friends,
Mm-hmm.
and most of the time I just pretty much hung with them. I
Mm-hmm.
had one girl who lived next door to me that I became best friends with, but it was like a hit or miss sometimes. Like sometimes she would be allowed to come out, sometimes she wasn't. Like they had like strict timing about certain things, but
Oh, Lord.
yeah. Yeah. So I would like if I wasn't kicking it with the girl next door, I was kicking it with my brother's friends
The
or
girl next
literally
door.
by myself
The girl
or
next
just
door.
up my mom's butt. Good times.
Okay, so let's get into today's topic.
Mm. So we've talked about cheating before.
Yeah,
I feel like you can
with
never.
our good friend Lily.
Yeah. Shout out to Ill Lil, the
Uh-huh.
real Ill Lil.
Yeah, she
Go
needs
ahead
to
and follow
come back
her.
on the podcast.
She gonna come back. We gonna get her
She
back.
has some updates to share.
Yes. Back in like episode what, like 6? I don't even know how I forgot. I just looked at it. Somewhere in our beginning series, starting this podcast, we did an episode with her called "The Cheaters and the Cheated," something like that. And we just got into the discussion of cheating. What was our experience with it, a little bit of what we consider it to be, what were the top reasons according to Google,
We also
why
talked
people
about like
cheated.
our experience.
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah. So, but however, it seems like we continue to get like emails and family meeting questions, kind of mostly revolving around potential cheating.
And also, like I said, it's the summertime and people really be acting reckless. Like they
Yes.
never been outside before.
Yes.
Jesus Christ.
So the summer brings out the hose, and hey, I'm minding my business.
Tragic.
I'm here on the side, gassing people up, but
Uh-huh.
be safe.
Do you okay, so like if your friend was cheating on their partner, would you say something?
So I feel like we had this conversation,
I don't
and we're gonna
remember.
talk about it again.
I don't remember.
Would I tell the person if my best friend is cheating?
Not necessarily tell their partner, but would you say like would you speak up
I
and
would
be like,
tell
"What are
my
you
friend that
doing?"
they're wrong.
Ah, okay. I'm just
And
asking.
I've done that. I'm like, you're wrong.
Mhm.
I the circumstances might be different if the person they were with was not shit too. And I'm just like, all right, like
Just toxic.
yeah, toxic. Like it is what it is. This is what y'all
Mhm.
do. But if the person that they're with is actually a really good person, I'm just gonna tell my friend like, damn, that's kind of fucked up. Like, I don't think that person really deserves that. And if that's not what you want, then that's fine. You're more than welcome to go find something else that you want. But yeah, that's it. I've told my friend before. I do that,
As you
but
should.
you're gonna do what you want to do.
Exactly.
And that's all right, whatever. It's none of my business at the end of the day. We found this video on TikTok that talks about what is considered cheating
For queer
for
women.
queer women. Yeah.
Yeah. We'll tag the girl. Her at is Christy.ca.
Yes. So shout out to you, because when we saw that, we were like, wow.
Some good questions she had.
Yeah, some good. Yeah, you really don't think about it. I also saw another TikTok. I be seeing these TikToks and I'll just be like, send to Dyra. Where the girl was talking about her difference between dating men and women, and she's recently started, like, she's been dating men for forever and recently started dating like her best friend or whatever. And some of the things she was saying, I was like, that's valid. I mean, some things more that you could probably relate to, but I think that it's valid because I see it too. But it's different for me because I've dated women most of my life. So,
yeah.
But maybe we'll talk about that another time. Anyway, all right. So, number 1, is it cheating if your partner still listens to playlists that their ex made them?
I wouldn't say it's cheating, but I have had people make playlists for me, and I delete them.
I'm deleting my playlist.
What?
I made you a playlist.
I know, but like I'm saying, like if we're not dating anymore, I'll delete it.
But then
because I just feel like that those songs just remind me of them, and I'd rather not. You know?
Yeah, but they're still kind of there, so I feel like you may have deleted the playlist, but if you actually like the song and downloaded it to your normal,
true,
you're gonna hear it.
But I don't think it's cheating. It's just a playlist. What do you think?
I don't think it's cheating, but I do love me a playlist, so I do think that there will be some sort of attachment,
for sure.
But I don't think that is cheating. Okay. Like, in all honesty, I do make playlists. Like, I have playlists like just there open to people who want to listen to it. But even the one I created for you, I left it open for people to listen to it too, because I'm like,
it's for everybody.
Just live off our vibe. Yeah, but it's our picture on it, so it's like obviously like
very cute.
My love note to you or whatever. I guess it's different to people who like really take music seriously or like really. That's like true. It. But it's not cheating.
All right. Is it cheating if your partner hangs out with someone they used to have a crush on?
Ooh.
Why are you not trying to answer? You want me to answer?
Yeah, go ahead. Go first.
So I feel like I'm like yes and no about this, because I feel like you could have a crush on somebody and then you get to know them and you're like, whoa.
Turned off.
You're like, whoa.
Yeah.
Whoa, like this is not it type shit. Like you're a cool person, but I would never date you.
That actually happens.
Like you're attractive, but yikes. Yeah, that happens all the time.
Yeah. People just be gassed up. Like, yeah, you look good.
Yeah.
But then once you see how they're acting, and it's just ooey. It's like
that goes with like everything though, like TikTok crushes, like celebrity crushes. It's like when you get to really know them, you're like, ew.
I won't say ill, but maybe like okay, I'm not. Maybe I gassed it in my head, you know, this idea, because essentially that's what we all do, is create this idea of people anyway, which usually leads to that crush. But no, I don't think it's cheating.
Yeah.
Is it a little salty initially? I think it depends on how big the crush was, but when I think crush, I don't think like, oh my God, like, I don't know. I don't think it's a big deal. I don't think. Depends how much you like your partner. Where we at? Is it cheating if your partner hangs out with an ex?
That's weird. I would say yeah, that's weird.
You really have to like be specific on the term ex. I don't know about specific, but if it's someone that you literally dated, like you were with, full-blown relationship for longer than like a year, I'm probably gonna be a little sus about it.
Also, if you were dating them for like 2 months, that's cool.
I don't think that it's cool. I think it would still depend on how the friendship is. That whole overly friendly, well, since we seen each other do whatever, like, you know, I don't know. There's definitely like an extent to it. But I think that it's literally, if it's someone you dated, I don't think that I would make the biggest deal out of it.
Why?
Because for me, it's different. The idea of dating and relationship. A relationship, you were literally with someone. You were in a relationship with the idea of building with that person, right? So I think it's just more serious for me. Dating, I think, not that it's not serious, but depending on the terms of how you guys dated too, I think dating is like just a fun getting to know each other thing.
I disagree.
On what?
Because I feel like there's people that you've dated that it was like kind of like a relationship, but it wasn't a relationship, you know? So yeah. So it's weird.
Okay, but is it cheating?
I would say yeah.
Okay.
All right, next one. Is it cheating if your partner still hangs out with an ex that still has feelings for them? I mean, this is related to the last one, of course.
Yes.
Of course. Come on now.
Yes. I mean, I have nothing. Yes. If your ex still has feelings for you, I think
it's like, why are you leading them on?
Yeah. Yeah.
No.
It's for what?
Number 5.
Is it cheating if your partner has a dating app but isn't swiping on them?
Yeah, because what's the reason?
Well, what's the reason?
What's the reason of you having this app?
Let me be clear. I've never had a dating app. I've like tapped into her before and it didn't last. I guess so to say for me, my dating apps were Instagram.
Yeah, I tried a dating app for like a week and I was over it.
Yeah, but I've never been on an actual official dating site where I swiped and did this and did that. Nah. But yeah, like you said, what was the reason?
Just delete the app if you don't use it.
Like you're clearly looking for attention,
right?
Like, extra attention at that. Like that is the sole purpose of the online dating app. You're not gonna go on there to find friends. Go outside and talk to people for real if you want to go make friends.
Yeah, delete the app. All right, number 6. Is it cheating if your partner is swiping on a dating app but is not messaging anyone? Yes.
You're still swiping though.
Yes, you're still swiping, and the reason why you haven't messaged anyone is because you haven't found anyone.
You think?
Yeah, because if you're swiping, you're looking until you find someone that's cute. You're like, oh, okay.
Oh, I guess it depends on the dating app.
People swipe for fun?
No,
it's
because
not like
some people,
TikTok.
isn't there like a thing where you can swipe if you like them, swipe, or like it matches you? I don't know, all this extra shit. Like there's different ways of swiping.
It doesn't matter. You're still swiping.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna stay out of this one. But yeah, you're on the dating app period. So like if you're on Instagram, because you don't use dating apps, you're on Instagram, but you're liking shit.
I think, see, that should have been a question here. I think it depends. Like, are you liking people that you already follow? What type of pictures are you liking? Are you just liking bathing suit pictures of the same person? Are you going to someone's page specifically and liking all their pictures? Like, I think that's weird.
If you're liking all of them and half naked ones.
Yeah.
But what if they're just popping?
Like all at once? Like, why do you need to go to their page and go like all their pictures? Like, you definitely...
You want to be seen.
Right. Like, you trying to... Okay. You know, you trying to be funny.
So what would make the difference? I'm going to steer off of this real quick because it's in my head fresh. But like for you as a feminine presenting person, right? You can like other feminine things. And that's really the majority. You know, that has to do with makeup, bathing suits, blah. So like what makes it different for you? Like if I'm doing it because I'm more masculine, like you don't think, you would think it's sketchy, like you don't wear makeup, you don't wear those type of bathing suits or that type of clothing.
Yeah, that's the reason. Because it's like, I feel like the reason why femmes like these things, it's because we relate to it or we like it or we want to know like where you got it. So it's like if it's a poppin' outfit,
Mhm.
okay, I'm gonna like it. I want to know where you got your top from, whatever the case is. Your
Mhm.
makeup's popping, I'm gonna like it because it's something that I relate to. Like I feel like
That's a
that's how I see
I
it.
feel like that's a front though,
How is
because
that a
you do
front?
have femmes who think like, oh nah,
And,
it's an easy cover
uh-huh.
because since I'm femme presenting, I can get away with it because obviously this is something that I would like.
Mhm.
But I guess it would be so to say like they wouldn't think you would like another
Yeah.
feminine girl. Like
Yeah, but it's like how many gay femmes do I even follow? You know, like not like if anything, I follow more straight girls than anything. People that I know personally.
you still like a straight girl? You think she's popping?
What do you mean?
You saying you follow all straight girls? That
People
doesn't make
that I
any
know.
difference.
Yeah, I know, but yes, it does make a difference because if they're not gay, then the fuck.
That's the
Oh, now she's
not
saying
that
everybody. Now
exam.
she's saying everybody gay.
I'm not saying everyone's
Okay.
gay, but you really
Okay.
never know because then when you finally come out, people want to be chasing and be like, "Oh, I like." For a while, how many people really didn't know that you was out, and then now seeing like, "Oh, I thought she was straight this whole time," and now they're like,
Mm-mm.
You never know.
Mm-mm.
Anyway, I personally, I be liking femme shit, but
Mhm.
I do think like even though it's not for me,
Mhm.
I still think that is dope. Like I show her sometimes where there's bathing suits and like certain feminine things. I'm like, damn, this is kind of cute. And if I don't think it was for her, I'd be like, in another lifetime, it would be for me. But I really think it depends, I guess, on the person. But
Mhm.
yeah, that was just something. Number 7, if your partner, is it cheating if you still talk to someone that you met on a dating app? No, I don't feel like it is, only because if that happened before me, one, I don't know. I don't like to initially think like bad things or like, oh, something happened between y'all.
Mhm.
And even if you did tell me that something happened between y'all, I think it would just have to play off of like how that person acts in front of me and how much respect they show to us as a
Mhm.
couple. Cause they could have really just been somebody cool, like you went out on a date and it never happened again, and then you're just like, oh, I see them, or we run in the same circle, and they're all right.
Yeah, I agree.
No harm in that.
Mhm. I agree. Number 8. Is it cheating if your partner stalks their ex on social media?
It's, I don't want to say it's cheating, but it's just like, what you checking for?
Yeah.
What you checking for?
What are you looking for? Like what? You're not over them?
Yeah,
Let me know.
like what's up? Right? Like
Yeah, I wouldn't say
what are
it's cheating, but it's like what's
what are
the
you
drama?
questioning?
Yeah,
Like,
like
are
it's
you just
like
trying to see how great they're doing now, or how shitty they're doing, or I don't know. I think that certainly depends on how long it's been too. I think if you're dating someone who's freshly off their ex, clearly they're not over it. They're
yeah.
gonna social media stalk. We've
Mhm.
all been there, done that. But you telling me that you know I ain't been with this person for years, and I'm checking them out?
Yeah.
Not likely.
Yeah, no. It's odd.
Yeah. Is it cheating if your partner uses a strap that used to belong to them and their ex?
Oh Lord.
So I'm not just gonna I'm gonna open that up to not just be a strap, but sex toys, period.
Uh-huh.
If you use sex toys in your present or
Uh-huh.
bring it into your present, dating or relationship,
Yeah.
knowing you used it with an ex partner,
Yeah.
is that cheating?
I wouldn't say it's cheating, but it's just not sanitary, apparently, according to TikTok and a lot of people.
Mm-hmm.
Like you should be buying a new strap with every new partner that you have.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know because we don't use that, but yeah. What do you think? Is cheating? Not cheating?
I think it is a little cringy to think like, oh, I know
Oh
that
my
that
god, very
toys,
cringy.
I know that these things are expensive, and I'm not saying off the rip you need to go buy a new one. I think eventually if we want to upgrade, we could do that together,
Mhm.
but on mutual timing and terms.
I agree.
However, I do think it's a little cringy to be using to be using things that you used in your past with another partner. Like, leave that shit for the hoes. Not for me. Not if you try, So maybe not cheating, but a little cringy.
Number 10. Is it cheating if your partner cuddles with another girl in bed?
Hello?
I think it depends, but
Well, it's good to hear you say that.
I'm leaning more towards yes. But like I know that you have a lot of friends who are like straight.
Mm-hmm. What
Who
does that mean?
Because I feel like if they're straight, then like what are we worrying about? Even though people be worrying about straight people all the time, but like I'm not worried about them.
Okay. But you're worried if I cuddle with my gay friends?
I think it depends. I think it depends. It's like complicated because it's like I know your friends, but everybody who's listening doesn't know your friends.
Mm-hmm.
And I would never see you and your friend be like that.
Mm-hmm.
That's weird. They're married, first of all.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like,
yeah. I think you have to know
yeah,
the levels of relationships that your partner has with other people, like
Mhm.
their friends. Now, I'm not saying I'm gonna be all, dandy if you're out here cuddling somebody I don't really know like that.
Yeah, that's the thing. It's like,
Then it's like, all right,
who
you're
is
doing a
this?
lot, calm down.
Yeah, who is this?
But if I know the people, I'm not gonna take it to the heart.
Mhm.
Only because I know me and my friends be gay sometimes.
Mhm.
Like, we cuddle, we give each other kisses,
Mhm.
not mouth kisses, but I don't know. It definitely depends. But I think if it's someone you're not familiar with, or that your partner's familiar with and know that you guys already have some type of like close bond, then
Mhm.
yeah, it's a little sus. You're doing a lot.
Yeah, for sure.
Mm.
Number 11.
Number 11. Is it cheating if your partner has another girl sit on their lap? I feel like a lot of these things are a little bit borderline because as females, we don't always see the severity in some of these things. Like, to us, it's just friendly behavior. It's, unintentional, not with
Mhm.
bad, like, not badly intentional,
Right.
It's,
I think it depends on who it is. Some random girl that I don't know, I'll be like, stand up.
yeah.
Stand up. Like, what the fuck is going on here? But like, it really depends on who it is, I think.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, if it's just some random John, like, unless you just fell, you gotta get the step in.
Like, what?
You gotta get this step. My
Don't
girlfriend
be
is
weird.
crazy. You gotta get the step in, bro. I'm not fighting her tonight because of you.
Oh, Lord.
Nah.
All right. Is it cheating if your partner... Oh, this is an interesting one. Is it cheating if your partner has... Hold on. Is it cheating if your partner still has photos of them and their ex in their camera roll?
Why are you laughing? What's funny?
I'm laughing because she be having old pictures of people she used to date on her camera roll, on her Mac. Like, I'm like baffled all the time.
No.
We talked about this before.
We did.
Uh-huh.
And it wasn't like I had them all in my shit. And I deleted them. Most of which I forgot about. I have a really, really long camera roll. And even if you delete them, like, I've deleted shit off my phone before. It's the fact that iCloud can set you up. And I'm not that intuitive with my iCloud. So when I think I deleted here, I essentially think it's going on there. Well, it's not. It's connected to my Mac. And now my Mac is holding all this shit. So, yeah, she's seen them. And she has seen them before. And I'm like, ooh. And it's not like...
Okay, well, let's talk about why I saw them before people think that I'm looking through your shit.
She looking through my shit.
No. Listen, we're always having storage issues when it comes to the podcast and recording the podcast. And we were editing, or I was editing, and it was saying too much storage. So I'm like, let me go see what I can delete, thinking that I'm going to pop into like old podcast videos. But what popped up was like old pictures of you and videos of your past partner. And I'm like, I did not want to see that. That's not what I wanted to see. So then I told you, like, maybe you'll have more storage if you delete all this shit that you have.
Honestly, I don't even think it was that. I think what it really was the fact that the camera had pictures and videos of the person that I was dating just before you. And that's what it was. And you were like low-key tight about it. And I was like, damn, like I forgot that they were in there. Like this is fairly recent.
Not that recent.
It was, I mean, recent enough for me to not have seen it. I don't go through the fucking camera and the album all the time. So I forgot it was in there. And she was like, for what? And I was like, okay, I'll just delete it. Like, I don't. But I think for a little bit of time prior to getting with her, I did keep a lot of old photos and stuff. But that's because to me that, you know, I kind of held my memory sacred. Because I'm just like, this was a time in my life where I was going through whatever or dealing with whatever or at my happiest with a whole bunch of people. So I don't know. I think that that's what it was for me for a while. And now I'm just like, some people just don't need to be saved. So, you know, I've done some clearing out in the last 3 years.
Nice.
Number 13. Is it cheating if your partner still has photos of them and their ex on Instagram? First of all, come on, bro. For what? For why? I actually think that shit is shady. So yeah, I'm gonna say it's cheating.
Yeah, I think it's weird.
Yeah, like why are you keeping photos of you and your ex? One, if you guys, I can understand taking the time to remove them, or even just archiving them, but to leave it publicly on your page when you've been apart for how long? And knowing that they're with someone else, or if you're with someone else, I've experienced that, and that shit is shady.
Yeah, I don't know if people just don't care about like their social media, but I've noticed that. Yeah. I was talking to someone before, and they were trying to take me on a date, and I saw that they still have pictures with their ex on their Instagram, and I'm like, what is this? Are y'all still together? Like, what's going on? Just delete it. But I also think it really depends because there are like, influencer couples or whatever. So like I feel like what happens with that? Like it's like I remember this girl that I would follow, she would always make videos with her man and then they broke up and then it just became a page of her and her daughter. So I don't think she deleted any of that, but I feel like you would really, really need to scroll to see those videos. Yeah. And then I also follow this girl who I think they're from Jersey, but like her boyfriend passed away with cancer and like she still has a lot of videos because it's like
but that makes sense.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Considering the circumstances, that makes sense. But I think like if you and your partner just broke up.
Yeah, it's like delete it because like what are we doing here?
Yeah. I mean, take your time, do what you need, but it's just like if you're going to be involved with someone else,
just clean out your page. Yeah, for whoever is listening to this, clean out your page. Like it's like we be stalking, so it's like if we scroll and we see that you still have a picture with an ex, it's like, oh, okay, you're not over them.
What do you think about if it's group photo?
It depends. If it's on your page, delete
it or archive it, y'all.
Yeah, just archive it, whatever. All right, next one. Is it cheating if your partner holds hands with someone they think is attractive? Yes.
I think that if you find a huge attraction to someone and you feel like you have to have any type of physical interaction, yeah, that's a big no-no. I think you should be able, because it's just like, why? First of all, you can't just hold hands with anybody. Like, I feel like holding hands isn't just like something everybody does. Like, let's just hold hands. Like, I think that's like, I don't know. Maybe that's just not a great example.
Your sweaty hands. I had to clean myself.
And this is why I don't hold anybody's hand.
All right. Is this the last one?
Mm-hmm.
The last one, number 15. Is it cheating if your partner kisses their straight girlfriends for fun? Of course, it's cheating. For fun.
I think single me wouldn't have given a fuck. I would do it for fun.
Yeah, you're not single though.
Yeah. Times have changed. So, yeah. Gotta be considerate of your partner, y'all. It would be a hurt piece for sure. So don't go kissing anybody.
For sure.
Period.
For sure.
It's just cheating.
Period.
It's cheating.
Period. All right, we're gonna go over. Did you have anything more to this?
No, I think that's it for.
Cool. We're gonna go over some family meeting questions. They're a little bit longer than usual, but they, relate to this topic.
Yes, you want me to go first?
Yeah, you could go first.
All right. I feel like you be setting me up when you tell me to go first.
No, I don't. I really don't. We responded to this person already, but go ahead.
Hello, I've been with my girlfriend for 2 years now and felt like she was cheating on me with someone from her past that she used to talk to. After so many weird lies and events that took place, I constantly asked her if she was, and she denied so many times that she wasn't until a day before Christmas. I went through her phone while she was asleep and confirmed she was in communication with her and emotionally cheating on me. Even though she didn't physically cheat, like having sex or doing anything physical, they only linked up once to go eat, and it still hurts that she did that. I love her and want to make it work, but at the same time I'm hurt and don't know if I can truly forgive her. She said her reasoning for cheating was because that girl was there for her when she was going through it mentally, when I didn't. But I refuse to believe that I wasn't there for her because I was maybe not in the beginning how she wanted to be, because before her depression got really bad, all she would tell me was about her job and how she wasn't happy. And at some point I got annoyed with her telling me about work. So I didn't shut her down speaking about that. But again, that was before I really understood how bad her depression really was. I feel like it's a lame excuse to emotionally cheat on someone, and she is trying her best to make things work. But I don't know if I can truly forgive her, and if I've been bringing it up to her almost, if I can forgive her, if I've been bringing it up to her almost every single day because it is painful. I'm not sure what to do or how to move forward.
So what I got from that is that her partner had cheated on her emotionally.
Mm-hmm.
And her partner said that the reasoning behind that was because when she was depressed because of work, her girlfriend wasn't there for her. And she just didn't want to hear about work anymore.
Yeah, she thought she was just complaining about work on some regular shit like anybody else, not realizing it was truly affecting her mental state. Mm-hmm.
I mean, I feel like there's still not an excuse to cheat on someone, regardless of what the reasoning was. But I feel like emotional cheating is different for everybody. Mm-hmm. I don't know what the text said or what happened, but I mean, it sucks overall, obviously.
Yeah. I think when it comes to emotional cheating, that's a hard piece, because it's like to know that you have just that connection with someone else. Like physicality, I feel like physical cheating, it hurts to know that, you had a partner give themselves up that way, because it's just such an intimate and sacred thing to do to an extent, I guess, for some people. But I think when it's emotionally, it's just like it wasn't just like I did it and I'm done. It's like there's that sense of bond and attachment that's just it kind of doesn't go away. I feel like it's just always there.
Right.
So I think that's a little bit more harder to swallow. But I feel like in instance where you aren't playing the part as the partner, or you feel like your partner isn't there for you, I think people lack the listen, this is really how I feel. Yeah. And I mean, she said that she was saying things about her, her work and stuff, but maybe it just wasn't clear enough to you, in a sense of like she is a big workaholic and she talks about work all the time. I think that's like, if it's not about how we progress, it's about her work. And that's how some of our conversations are. And yeah, I would just think that she's complaining, but if she doesn't tell me like, no, I'm literally like, it's literally affecting me, I need you to listen, then I'm gonna be like, oh, okay, you know. So
Mhm.
I can understand like just thinking like, oh, this is just your regular conversation and complain. But
Yeah.
I think we just have to be more open and more um particular with our partners, because I feel like people just think that their partner just knows them, and we
Mhm.
don't. Things are constantly changing. Our emotional and mental state's constantly changing, and it's like if you don't keep your partner up to date with you, they're not gonna know. We're not mind readers.
Yeah, that's true.
But if you can't forgive her, then I think that's just something you have to um, move aside from, and decide whether or not this relationship is worth continuing and finding a way to get back to trust. And if you absolutely can't, then you just can't proceed and prolong the relationship, because it's not gonna grow.
I agree. All right, next one. Hey, love your podcast and been a follower since last year. Thank you. Anywho, I have a bit of a situation. As a mother and being 25 years old, I finally came out last year in March. I always knew I was curious, but never had the balls to do so. Unfortunately, it wasn't the way I wanted to come out due to the mistake I made. I was my son's father. It was my son's father for 8 years. After years and trying to talk to him of what he was lacking in the relationship, he always shoved me off. I've explained to him before how low I felt, and he always didn't want to hear it. After a while, I just decided to be myself and do my own shit, which led me to cheat on him with a female.
Mm.
She was my first, and that's the day I knew. Yeah, I'm gay as fuck. After leaving him and getting my own stuff handled, me and the girl tried to have some sort of relationship, always but baby daddy always went crazy. It's been a whole year now that I've been single. I still want to try to work things out with her, but I'm concerned of how things will go. Not only that, she's also kind of ghosted me, even though she says she wants us to be friends. But when I'm hanging out with her, she still holds my hand, kisses me, acts like we're in a relationship, but when we aren't together, it's different as fuck. Am I doing something wrong? Should I let her be? I'm confused as in why is it so hard to let someone go when you have mad feelings for someone, especially in this situation where I know it looks wrong as fuck. I know what I did and I take full responsibility for it. But like I told my baby daddy, it isn't fair for me to waste his time nor mine because I know men isn't who I want to be with. Thank you for your help. Love you guys.
Mm.
Scandalous.
Well, shout out to being gay as fuck.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. What do you think about that?
I think she did what she needed to do.
Yeah. I mean, since this was the first girl that you talked to, and you're saying it's like so hard to like give someone up, I feel like you're gonna feel like that no matter what because it's the first girl that you've ever talked to. It's kind of like your first lesbian breakup, even though you guys weren't in a relationship. So it's gonna hurt no matter what. But you also don't want to be with someone who like is playing these games of like, oh, we're just friends, but then they're like kissing you and like giving you the wrong idea and just like giving you mixed feelings. Like for that, you can be with someone who really wants to be with you, like like showing PDA outdoors, indoors, like someone who wants to be with you at all times.
Yeah.
So, last thing that we want to talk about is Preciosa Night is coming back to Brooklyn on Saturday. On Saturday, July 8th. If you didn't go to the last one, then you must come to this one. And if you did go to the last one, then I want you
Come again.
I want you to come again.
Come again and say hi this time.
Yeah. They were super cool last time. They had a lot of people there. I think like 500 or so.
Yeah. The venue was pretty nice too.
Yeah, they
Very,
had
very
like
nice, spacious.
inside and outside. So like if you just want to chill for a little bit, you could go outside, get some fresh air.
Yeah.
They had a pretty big bar. They had a stage. They had a performances. They had some performances. And I need a part two.
Yeah. So if you want to come see us, meet us, get litty with us, just come out, join us.
Yeah,
That's it.
that's it. It's funny because I'd be like, yeah, I'm done drinking. And
No,
then,
I'm good.
And then it's like something else.
I'm sober.
You're on a diet.
Yeah, I am.
All right, yeah. Well, thank you so much for listening. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. Bye.
Deuce, deuce, mother goose.